name's Michael, Sailors with Cars. If you're new to the channel, well, I imagine you probably are because we haven't had a video out in quite some time. This is a channel where we get to bring on retired, active duty, military, police, civil service, and they get to talk about their great career and their beautiful cars. Today we've got Harry with us, and Harry is second time Harry's been on the channel. Thanks for coming, by the way.
Pleasure.
And Harry is upgraded. Harry had a beautiful Vantage Roadster, which he moved on to a 2012, what color again?
Hammerhead.
Hammerhead, gray, silver.
Yeah.
Hammerhead
Yes.
silver, yes.
Pick.
DBS, Roadster. It's a beautiful car. 6.0 V12, which we really like, because
Yes.
we are very fond, of course, of the V12 engines. So, Harry, tell us, why upgrade to the DBS?
I don't know. The Vantage was my first exotic, if you will, or high performance car.
Got it.
And I made good friendships with the at the dealership, and the manager there had been looking out for me.
James. We could give James a shout out because I'm sure they all watch this channel.
He actually did.
Good.
He does, and he did.
That's the Aston Martin of San Diego.
Yes.
James and Company. Cosmo.
James Cox does great in Cosmo, and Gary.
And Gary. That's I always forget about Gary.
Good people. But I'd always talked about wanting to get the 2021, this year's Vantage, as was like kind of my goal. Except I was planning on getting it about 4 years from now.
Got it.
And instead, James said, "I know what you want." And I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
So he and Cosmo actually went to Vegas to pick this car up as it was being sold. And apparently James said to Cosmo as they were coming home, "This car's for Harry." And it is. This is the car. This is it. The Vantage 2021 is a pretty car, but it doesn't beat this DBS.
No,
this is actually, this is probably the end result of my dreams in regards to performance cars. So this is the one I wanted.
Now the DBSs are nice because not only are they a performance car, but they're a touring sedan.
Oh, it's a
beautiful.
GT. Yeah,
it is a beautiful, well-appointed luxury vehicle.
Yeah.
That zippity-doo-dahs down the road.
Yeah, it's got, as you said, it's a 6-liter V12, 510 horsepower. It goes when you say go.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Stace, can you come up and take a little bit look at the interior? Just leave the camera running, you can just bring it up. So you gotta love it's got the stitching on the seats. The seats. I sat in the car. It's got beautiful seats.
Interesting enough, I told James that I didn't want black interior. This is obsidian black, but I said I need something to make it stand out. The stitching, the seat labeling, it's beautiful.
Yeah, the car is beautiful inside.
The brake calipers, the covers, the red. Makes it stand out. It's just an extremely well tasted car.
Yeah, somebody spec'd that very well.
Yeah.
They did a nice job with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. Let's take a look at the engine. Stacy's going to stop filming for a minute. All right, so 6.0 V12 engine. We all know that's a great engine because that's the engine we have in our Aston Martin. There's nothing like a V12. The new Vantages are nice with the twin turbo V8s from Mercedes, but I'm telling you what, I'm a big fan of the naturally aspirated V12s.
Well, there's a sound. There's a very distinct sound that comes out of this machine. It's different than the Vantage that had the V8, low growl. It was very earthy, and this one a little higher. But when you hit some of the higher revs, it gets that same growl.
Yeah, it's funny how they tune the engines because, like I said, this is the same engine that's in our car. But the exhaust sound is very different between the two vehicles. This is a very more gentlemanly exhaust, if you will, where the old Vantages growl a little bit more, and I think that's just the way they are.
Yeah, it was I'd say throaty is the term I use for the old V8, and this one's just tighter. That's probably the word I'd use.
Yeah, it's a beautiful engine, and as my wife pointed out, it's finally inspected by Eva Mandra, a female.
Thank you, Eva.
Yeah, thanks, Eva. Good job on that. Stacey. Okay, so looking at as Harry says, the ass of the car, which is very nice. It's kind of like my wife's. We're leaving that in too. So it's got the carbon fiber diffusers on it. We like that. Of course, it'll have the nice sound to it when we fire it up and do the ride around. We did look at the trunk. Trunk's a little small, but it is a convertible, so we expect that. It looks nice. I like the taillights, the clear. Some cars, they smoke them out.
Yeah.
But I like that they're cleared and opened up like that. Stace, can you come over and take a look at the driver's side? I'll open it up, just take a look in, and then we'll... All right, looking at the inside. The cockpits, you know, to me, they're timeless, how they're set up.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I really like is they were smart and put the radio volume close to the driver. Well, Jaguar, they don't do that. It's retarded. Yeah, you keep grabbing the knob close to you and it does nothing with volume. And as Keith says, this has the upgraded stereo. It's the, how do you say it?
Bang & Olufsen.
Bang & Olufsen. Bang & Olufsen.
Yep.
Yep. So when you start it up, the speakers will come up out of the dash, which is cool. Yeah, that's a heck of a speaker. I'm looking at it down there by your feet.
Yeah, you got speakers there in the door as well. I mean, there's like 12 if I
that's a heck
correctly.
Well, you know what? In a convertible, it's nice to have a nice stereo system.
Well, you got a nice stereo system that comes out of the back as well, which is equally nice.
Yeah, and that's what you're paying for mainly is that.
Yep.
All right, well, you know what? Let's take this thing on the road.
Let's do it.
Now we are. Okay, so don't you come out, you bastard. Test, test. Go ahead and say something.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Well, you know, I can only hope that. I wonder why. Let me try something. Test, test.
1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, well, let's.
Ready to go?
I'm ready. Let's go for a run.
Let's go.
Alrighty. I'm gonna put the seat back a little bit. Oh, it is back. Oh, one thing to remember on these cars.
Yeah.
If you put the seat back all the way, it makes the alarm go off. Your passenger, the passenger sensor it'll give you a fault code.
Really?
If the seat's all the way back.
Huh.
Yeah, I found that out. Yeah, that's when old service manager, we had that discussion.
Eddie?
Yep, Eddie.
Fast Eddie.
Fast Eddie.
Eddie's no longer there.
No, Cosmo told me where he went. Volvo, I think. Oh, we're gonna go right.
We're gonna go right.
Yeah. Yeah, so you just gotta love the sound.
Yeah.
I really hope our mics are not being fucked up here. That's always the problem.
With the top down,
yeah,
making too much noise. You want me to bring the top up?
Well, no, because I like the top down. We're just going to go straight. It's just basically going to be what it's going to be.
Well, I mean, there's very little better than this, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You're taking a beautiful car out for a California drive with the top down.
Yeah, it's not about our yik-yakking. It's about the car. That's nice.
And what's interesting, first of all, it's a V12, and you're familiar with the V12 and the Aston. This thing drinks gas like it's made out of water. And,
yeah, 15 miles to the gallon if you're lucky.
Yeah, and you know, I've got the sport mode, which I don't even use now, which sounds horrible, but the fact of the matter is that this thing's bad enough as it is.
Now where's sport mode on this one?
Right down here.
Oh, there we go.
And it's also got the suspension, you know, the stiffer suspension, but it's a Grand Tourer as well, though, so it's kind of, you know.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm always in sport mode.
Really?
Yeah, because I like the exhaust.
Well, yeah, but it's defaults. I mean, and I found this out. It's because of the emissions control. It has to default to the you know, the most economical mode.
Yeah, 16 miles to the gallon.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the default mode. Yeah, they drink gas, no doubt about it.
Love it.
Oh yeah, they're great cars. Have you and Cindy taken it out anywhere? Like any road? No.
Nope, not yet. Not yet.
So will tomorrow be the first route? No.
Yes.
Yes.
No, next week.
Next week. I'm sorry, not tomorrow.
Yeah, today's
next
Saturday, so next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring it back with our wine tour 2. and
See if that can
keep,
work out.
keep all the,
As Stacy says, maybe some dumbass won't hit a post.
yeah. You got a great little track you got going on here, by the way.
You know, it's all set up. If we could just get a lot more subscribers and people to interview, I would be happy.
Well, I know Cindy's not a sailor, but you know, she's got that
I told
Maserati,
you,
man.
bring the Maserati out. My buddy just picked up a Maserati, older one, an 06, Gran Turismo.
Yeah, that's
we just had it down. We'll go left.
Yeah.
We just had it down. We did the oil in it. It's a great car. He got a great deal on it.
Wow,
You're
it's amazing.
clear.
So we're going.
And you're
Here
good.
we go. A torque converter. Are you familiar with all that?
Yeah, it just shifts different than mine. It's smoother.
Yeah, you don't even have to come off like you would on a standard. You just keep the pedal down. It matches the torque. You don't even have to lift at all.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Well,
yeah.
Cindy likes it because it keeps her from hitting her head on the back of the seat.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. No, it's a beautiful car. I like it.
Yeah, I got lucky, and so another shout out to James. Thank you, my brother.
Aston Martin, San Diego.
San Diego.
For all your Aston Martin needs. Let's not forget about Mark and service.
Yes, Mark. Yeah, this car makes me smile.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
It really is.
You have a bad day, go get in the car.
Yep.
I do it. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, world. I'm gonna go drive.
So that's right at 6,000 when it's at the
Yeah,
peak.
well, there is no red light. There's no red light.
Well, it's got an engine save mode.
It's got a limiter.
6,600 is what it automatically takes care of itself.
Mine has there is no red light. You run runner up to 8, you runner. Yeah, I love them. You can't go wrong.
No, and this is, like I said, it's one of these things where you work hard for a long time and you like to feel like you want to reward yourself, and I think this is my reward.
Yeah, instead of paying a lot of fucking taxes, government.
Well, like you said before, we spent time in Japan, so
Get it?
here's our payback.
That's right. Thanks for bringing it out. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, absolutely.